Ladies and gentlemen, the cavalry has arrived. In a surprising turn of events with some unexpected news, Star Wars has confirmed the next Disney Plus TV series that they're going to make. Coming to Disney Plus in 2021 comes the next animated series in the Star Wars saga, The Bad Batch. This news, which broke this morning, has been confirmed by many reputable sources, including Deadline, as well as the official Star Wars accounts themselves. So, there it is. The next TV show that Dave Filoni, who showran The Clone Wars and Rebels and also directed some episodes of The Mandalorian, had been working on, is The Bad Batch. It had been known for a while that he had been working on a new animated show, and the only question was, when was it going to take place? Some speculated it would take place after Episode 6 and before Episode 7, and some even thought it would take place during the Knights of the Old Republic. Regardless, I think it's safe to say that a lot of us were not expecting this announcement. The Bad Batch, officially introduced in Season 7 of The Clone Wars, which was just released and finished, was actually a concept that was not only thought of, but also rendered many years ago. Even before it was announced that The Clone Wars would be cancelled after Season 6, Dave Filoni and his crew were working on many new episodes and arcs, including The Bad Batch. So, in hindsight, it's clear that he actually had a vision for this many years ago. It's only that we got our official introduction a few months ago, and now we're getting an announcement of a TV series. While there aren't many details as of yet, it is confirmed that Dave Filoni will be returning as the showrunner and executive producer. And I would have to assume D. Bradley Baker would be coming back to voice the clones, as he did in The Clone Wars and in Rebels. According to some reports, the show will take place directly after Episode 3 and Star Wars The Clone Wars, where the Bad Batch will be dealing with the repercussions of Order 66 and the fall of the Republic. In a way, this show will be kind of bridging the two worlds of The Clone Wars and Rebels together, which is really interesting that Dave Filoni really wants to flesh this part of the universe out that much. When it's all said and done, we may very well have the full timeline of the beginning of The Clone Wars to the end of Rebels. And if we're still dealing with this timeline, then you all know what that means. There's plenty of opportunities for Clone Wars characters and Rebels characters to appear in this show, and that's super exciting. I think we can all agree that one of the best parts of The Clone Wars as well as Rebels was the introduction and inclusion of familiar characters like Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda. And now that the show is confirmed to take place between those two shows, there's plenty of opportunity for people like Darth Vader to show up. I wouldn't put it past Disney to include some scenes with Darth Vader trying to hunt these clones down. There's also plenty of room to introduce Captain Rex back into the fold, seeing as he did survive Order 66, as well as Ahsoka Tano. Perhaps this series will deal with what happened to Ahsoka and Rex shortly after the events of the final episodes of The Clone Wars. It would be interesting to me to see those two characters meet up with the Bad Batch once more, as Captain Rex has had previous experience with these characters. My one hesitation with the show like this is the Bad Batch being the leads. While, yes, the show was called Star Wars The Clone Wars, the clones were more of the backdrop, sort of filling in the universe, while Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Ahsoka Tano were the main characters. As such, I grew attached more to those characters rather than the clones, and while I love the clones and what Dave Filoni did for them, I'm not entirely sure if they can carry their own show, especially all voiced by one actor, who's trying to portray 4 different personalities at once. Because, again, what I found most interesting about the Bad Batch arc in Season 7 of The Clone Wars was not necessarily the Bad Batch themselves, but their dynamic with Captain Rex and Anakin Skywalker. Regardless of the details, it's still good to see that the Star Wars universe is back up and running with another TV show other than The Mandalorian. One other small thing that I'm really interested to see is the animation style. As you all know, the animation styles between Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels differed pretty significantly, with many preferring the animation style of Star Wars The Clone Wars. And here we are in 2020, and if you look at Season 7 of The Clone Wars, the animation is just stunning and gorgeous. So I'd be really interesting to see if Dave Filoni wants to take that kind of aesthetic with the show, and just pick up where he left off in Season 7 of The Clone Wars with the Bad Batch, or go for something completely different. At any rate, I have no doubt that Dave Filoni is going to do something really special with the show, and I just can't wait for 2021. Comment down below with your thoughts on the next Star Wars animated show, Star Wars The Bad Batch. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to see more content. While you're at it, if you want to check out some more videos, check out the ones on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.